Before you go out on the town with some of your friends, there are a few things to think about besides what to wear and where you're going. You need to think about driving and the consequences that holds. Driving under the influence is dangerous and can be avoided, and we plan to tell you some of the basic steps to follow in order to have a fun and safe night out. We will be talking about the blood alcohol content, drinking in large groups and sororities, and the consequences when involved in a situation that you don't want to be in. Now, Skylar will talk about the blood alcohol content.
All right, so blood alcohol content measures the blood ethanol content in your bloodstream. It's a metric of alcohol intoxication for legal and medical purposes. So here we're going to look at the different drinking DUIs in the state of Nebraska, the different levels you can have. If you're under 21, it's 0.02%, 21 or older, 0.08%, and then commercial is 0.04%. And so online there's lots of charts for BAC calculators. You can download apps for this to help determine how many drinks is over the limit. So these are the drink considerations when you're driving. Now we will hear about sorority drinking and fraternity drinking from Whitney.
Okay. Well, coming to college and joining a sorority or fraternity, you often wonder whether or not drinking is a thing and if you're supposed to or what's the deal with that. So the option, you always have the option if you want to drink or not. Some of the things that sororities and fraternities do is they go on big spring break trips. There's always formals, country stampede, things like that. And you usually travel in large groups, so safety is always a huge factor when it comes to drinking. I have some information relating to that from this website. It says that the average male drinks about 18 drinks a day on spring break, and the average woman drinks about 10 drinks per day. So that's just something interesting about, like, if you go on spring break and whatnot. So just some insight about that, and just know it's not always about sororities and fraternities drinking. A lot of people on campus drink too. So now Austin will talk about the consequences of drinking.
There are many consequences related to drinking and driving. I'll discuss the legal and social consequences. Your first offense for a DUI, you spend a minimum of 7 days in jail. You lose your license for 6 months, and you receive a minimum $500 fine. These are not fun things to deal with. I know from personal experience. Some of the social consequences, if you lose your car, your friends are probably going to get pretty sick of driving you around all the time. You're going to have to pay a lot of fines and court fees, and it's just a lot of money that you could have spent having fun or doing more positive things. Now that I've discussed the consequences, I'm going to send it back over to Dan.
All right, as we learned today, alcohol has a restricted age for a reason. It's a privilege, not a right, and can come with dire consequences. Hopefully, from what you've heard from us today, you can go out and make the right decisions. Cheers.